I remember FPA they had the movement of Save Girls Sports before most people even realized this was a problem. They were already out there in the state legislatures advocating for the defense of women's rights in sports and the recognition of two genders. Bunny, let's talk about Christians Engaged. But before we do that, I'd like people just to know a little bit about your story, some who may not have heard it before. You were a mom and got involved in government and in civic matters, and then ended up having your own political consulting business. How does that happen?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a missionary to Latin America. I went to Bible school at Christ for the Nations and then married my best friend who owned a pest control company. So I go from I'm going to be a missionary to running a pest control company and killing bugs for a living. Well, how does that make any sense? But in that
Mm.
process of having little kids, having a family, working in our local churches, I led worship for years. I really had this hunger in me. I wanted to be on the ground doing something important in the nation I was in. And,
Mm.
it looked like I was in America. I wasn't going anywhere else. So I kept crying out to God, God, how can I make a difference in this nation? And when I was in Bible school, I had done some moral issues ministries. I'd gone to an abortion clinic and stood out and prayed for people. I'd gone to the street at some Mardi Gras and preached the gospel, right? And so, Lord, even as a young mom, I wanted to do something important for our country.